It's always a pleasure to hear former players sing the praises of Rangers and their incredible atmosphere at Ibrox Stadium. The latest to do so are footballing legends Gary Lineker, Micah Richards and Alan Shearer on the popular Rest is Football podcast. During their first podcast of the new year, the trio discussed various football highlights, including Shearer's recent trip to the Old Firm derby. The Newcastle United legend admitted he was absolutely blown away by the passion and energy of the Rangers fans, describing it as one of the most electric atmospheres he's ever experienced. Such praise from top names in football truly highlights just how special match days at Ibrox are. In today's video, we'll dive into the podcast clip to see exactly what was said. Alongside that, we'll also be covering all the latest Rangers news and updates, so stay tuned. Before we get started, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe to the channel for your daily dose of Rangers content. It really helps support the channel and ensures you don't miss any updates. Now, as mentioned earlier, the Rest is Football trio couldn't stop raving about Rangers and their iconic atmosphere. Let's take a look at the clip and break it all down together.
I just want to ask you were at Ibrox, weren't you, for the?
I was, yeah.
For the Old Firm game?
I got an invite through a director at Rangers, a friend of mine, and I went up with Steve Harper and a good friend of mine, Peter Davison. There wasn't any Celtic fans in there, but the atmosphere that the Rangers fans generated, because I think if everyone was honest, that not many people expected Rangers to win the game the way their season's going. So. It was a great game, and Rangers did unbelievably well to win the game. So yeah, we just went up for the day. It was only 2.5 hours from Newcastle, so we just drove up in the morning, watched the game, and then drove back. It was great.
Have you ever been to one, Micah? Old Firm game?
Yeah, I've been to one.
Yeah.
Celtic Park. It was ferocious.
It really is. It's aggressive.
Oh my God!
Okay, something else.
You think the derbies down here up there? It's just
level.
different, isn't it?
It is mad, isn't it? I think the next one is at Celtic, and they're allowing a small number, maybe 2,000 or 3,000 of the Rangers fans in, and then Rangers have to do the same again when Celtic come to Ibrox. So it's just a brilliant atmosphere when both sets of fans are in whichever ground.
It certainly is. Okay, well, that's all for today's episode of the Rest is Football. We'll be back.
In other news, a hitch has emerged in Bamo Meite's potential move to Rangers. The Marseille defender, 23, was this morning linked with a transfer to the Scottish Premiership Giants. He's played just 3 times for OM this season, spending most of his time as an unused substitute for the League One side. It's claimed that the French side could allow Meite to leave this month, although they want a fee for his services rather than any loan switch, which might currently suit Rangers better. However, it has now come to light that Meite has a foot injury, potentially ruling him out for several weeks. OM boss Roberto De Zerbi spoke to the media about the issue after his side's 5-1 thumping of Le Havre. The Italian said, "Bamo Meite was not on the bench because of a foot problem. Meite was inured yesterday too. It's fairly serious. It could be weeks before he returns." Philippe Clement has made no secret that the Rangers are looking to bolster their squad this month. It remains to be seen how much business they will do with the title seemingly already out of reach, with Celtic a whopping 13 points clear. In other news, the highs are high and the lows are low. Liam Kelly's first back-to-back starts as a Rangers goalkeeper provide evidence of the scale of emotion that continues to engulf the club in a flip-flopping season. 4 days ago, Kelly, Philippe Clement and co were riding high after defeating Celtic 3-0 in the New Year Old Firm. This morning, the focus is on more dropped points away from Ibrox after a 3-3 draw with Hibs at Easter Road, in which the Ibrox side led 2-0 and 3-2 without taking maximum points. It means that Rangers have won just 3 of 11 games away from home in the Scottish Premiership this season. On a day when Hamza Egamane netted a hat-trick, Kelly cut a frustrated figure discussing his team's collective inability to take 3 points back from Easter Road from such a strong position. "Yes, I was really annoyed that we didn't come away with a victory after scoring 3 goals. Obviously, when you play for this club, if you score 3 goals, that's been more than enough to win the game," he said. "So, I was really annoyed at the defensive moments we gave away. It was sloppy moments. We should never have conceded 3 goals. We just gave away a terrible first goal. We gave away an awful goal, all of us collectively, a really poor goal, and it gives them life in the game, which they never ever had. Rangers raced into a 2-goal lead inside 20 minutes during Sunday's early kickoff before they were pinned back by a Martin Boyle double. David Gray's side equalised the game twice from set pieces with the first goal, an example of the entire Rangers defence switching off at key junctures. It was out of nothing as well, really, a set piece obviously. We don't defend it as a team, and we gave them hope when we were so good in the early stages of the game, so it's really frustrating, he added. Asked if this game was a microcosm of the season so far, featuring encouraging signs but plenty of negative moments, Kelly continued. No, I thought we played well a lot, but we didn't defend well in moments. There was loads of good stuff, but nobody cares when you don't win a game. I'm not even going to sit here and try to waste anybody's time by talking about the good stuff, because nobody cares if you don't get over the line and don't get a victory. We need to look at the stuff we didn't do well and try to cut that out. All of us, we started turning the ball over too much. Under pressure, we never kept the ball enough. After half an hour, everyone saw there were some amazing moments for us in the game, but when you turn the ball over and you give Hibs momentum, you allow them to get the crowd up. It's sloppy, it's slack from all of us. Thursday was amazing, it was the ultimate high, but that's why we're so far off at the moment, because in these defensive moments, we've not been strong enough. It's something we're aware of, it's something we're trying to get better at, but again, not enough today. Rangers ended the day with another defensive injury, when Dujon Sterling limped off in the second half. It left Leon King marking his first minutes at centre-back this season, with John Souttar, Leon Balogun and Horatio Casanwirjo all already injured in that position. Asked if an unfamiliar back five contributed to the lost lead on the day, Kelly said, "That's not a problem, because you're playing against the toughest attack in the league on Thursday, and we got a clean sheet, so I'm not going to sit here and say the back five is now the issue. We've got some brilliant, experienced players in there, and it's not just on us to defend. Obviously, we're the main people that need to. For the goals individually, we don't do well enough. The second was a penalty, and the third one, Leon Kingy heads it, hits Bashiri's head, and then the ball goes in the goal. On another day, it can go somewhere else, but I'm not here to make excuses. You don't win the game, and this is a club game where nobody cares who you play. You just need to win." One of the prime frustrations for all involved at Rangers heading back along the M8 was the lack of focus on Hamza Igamane, who should have been celebrating 3 points with the match ball. The Moroccan forward has exploded onto the scene ever since scoring a double against Nice late last year. His perfect hat-trick against Hibs means Igamane has 7 goals in 9 league starts. Part of the frustration is that we've backed up that hat-trick for him. Obviously, he's the top end of the pitch, so it's not so much on him, Kelly continued. Obviously, he defends as a collective and he attacks as a collective, but I'm so disappointed and so angry that we've not managed to win the game. That's my overriding emotion. That brings us to the end of today's video. Let us know your thoughts down in the comment section below. If you enjoyed it, please do hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more daily Rangers content. Thank you.